Hello, everyone. This is the Quest for Help YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. And this is part 2 of the series entitled Digital Eye Strain. And in this video, we're going to be talking about flicker. Okay. Flicker technology is something that's being used in a majority of the digital devices that we own today, especially those that are LED based. And flicker has been associated with many uncomfortable side effects, such as headaches, eye strain, and the list goes on and on. Okay, so we're going to take a deeper look at what flicker is exactly, and we have an article here out of flatpanelshd.com, and the link will be in the description for those of you who want to check out the information on your own. But it says here, LED monitors can cause headaches due to flicker. The title is a statement, but an appropriate question could be, do you feel eye strain, irritation, discomfort, or maybe even headache when you work in front of a modern computer monitor? In this article, we examine why modern PC LCD monitors with LED can still cause eye strain and how you can test to avoid it. Although flickering can also occur in TVs, we will focus entirely on PC monitors and the so-called PWM method, as the problem is often so called. An introduction to LED and CCFL-based LCD monitors. Monitors have been flickering for many years. A CRT monitor basically created this picture with flicker. And if you found it uncomfortable to sit in front of a CRT monitor, you were not alone. But it can also happen on a modern PC monitors. We're not talking about visible flicker as in a defective monitor, but invisible flicker that can affect your experience in front of the monitor. Okay, so if you ever sat in front of your computer or your TV and got up and found yourself looking like this woman over here, then you have most likely encountered flicker technology. Okay, it's not something that can be seen with the naked eye, but it's something that's actually happening. It's actually something that's happening behind the scenes. You can't see it with the naked eye. Okay, but it's flickering so fast that I've actually researched up to 200 times per second with some computers and monitor screens. Okay, and that flicker effect is what's actually causing your discomfort. Okay, do you get a headache when working in front of a PC monitor? You are not alone. Okay, it's an invisible flicker effect that can affect your experience in front of the monitor. Let's jump down and take a closer look at the technology being used. Okay, it's called PWM, pulse width modulation. The method of introducing breaks to reduce the brightness level is called PWM, pulse width modulation. It is a cheap and effective way of controlling the light output of an LCD monitor with LEDs, as it gives a huge span of brightness levels. But as you see, it also has drawbacks. So you see here, this is PWM on CCFL. This is PWM on LED. Okay, and the drops are much sharper in CCFL. But as the technology got better, we see the drop off is a little bit more spaced out, but it's still a problem for many people. Okay, these are the fluctuations here. on, off, on, off, on, off. So you have a flashing, blinking effect going on at an alarming speed. Okay, sometimes up to 200 times per second. This is happening. You can't see it with your eyes, but that flicker effect is putting an immense strain on your eyes. Okay. How PWM works on an LCD monitor with CCFL and on an LCD monitor with ELE. Notices significant light fluctuations. These fluctuations can cause eye strain. Okay. So it says PWM is not the actual problem. Okay, I don't know if I really support that statement right there, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't necessarily agree with that. But it says the problem occurs if the blinking flickering is indirectly perceptible by the human eye when the PWM is running at too low frequencies. Okay. The most common scenario is that you buy a new monitor that is far too bright out of the box and reduce the brightness to maybe 20 to 30%. Brightness is typically measured in CDM2, and the brightness monitor is hit around 450 to 500 CDM2, but it's not necessarily an advantage because no one can sit in front of a monitor this bright. Right. So they're saying that the PWM is reduced when you brighten the screen. Okay. And the PWM, when you brighten the screen is reduced, but when you lower the brightness of the screen, the PWM is increased. So you get a worse effect. Okay. But no one can sit in front of no one can sit in front of some of these bright screens at the maximum level that it would take to reduce PWM. So you're kind of caught, okay, in between a rock and a hard place with the way the entire thing is manufactured to begin with. Okay, but this is just a quick look into PWM and flicker technology. All right. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box. You can take a look at this yourself. But just to give you touch on a little bit of it, you can take a look at exactly what it looks like here. Okay. This is what you're actually seeing. This is what's happening on your screen when you're actually viewing your screen. Okay. Most LED monitors use PWM, pulse width modulation, to control brightness. The pulsing creates flicker that may cause discomfort, headaches, and eye strain, especially in low light environments. Flicker-free technology uses a smooth DC direct current backlight system. So these are two monitors. Okay, one uses flicker, one uses flicker technology, and the other one doesn't. So this is what's happening on your screen here when most of us own flicker monitors. Most of us own these types of monitors here. Okay. And we're going to go into flicker-free technology and some of the things that you could do, okay, to protect yourself from this disaster they call PWM. Okay. But this is what it looks like here. Okay. This is what's going on. You can't see this when you look at your screen at home, but this is what's happening. And I actually have a quick video here also that shows two monitors. Okay. A few monitors with PWM and monitors that are PWM free. Okay. So you see, this is a test that you can do to check your screen for flicker. Okay. I'll also leave this link in the description, but you can see the flicker through. You can see the flicker effect happening on this monitor here. You can see it when you record it on a video camera, but you can't see the flicker. Look at that. You see that? it's reduced here and on this monitor, and it's almost non-existent on the last monitor. Okay, so that's what's happening to your vision right there. See that? It's terrible, absolutely terrible. So just to show you a little bit more, I'm not gonna drag on too long here, but just a little bit more. What is flicker? What is display flicker? Flicker is caused by the rapid on and off cycle of the LED backlight as it tries to maintain the brightness of the display. Flicker is more noticeable when the display is set to low brightness settings. LED backlight on, LED backlight off. Okay. How does flicker affect the eyes? Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to go into here before we wrap it up. How does flicker affect your eyes? Flicker consistently bombards the human eye with drastic change in brightness. These changes in light intensity cause the pupil to expand and contract, thereby causing eye fatigue, strain, and headache. All right. So this is exactly what you have going on here with flicker. All right. So that's it. That's all I have for you today. If you found this information helpful, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And so, because we'll be doing more videos like this in the future. So please, stay tuned for that. And like always, all praise to the Most High and His Son, Yeshua. Shalom.